Hey everyone, welcome back to Minecraft Vanilla. I did quite a little bit of stuff right here in the jungle again. It's not going to be another jungle episode, don't worry. I just want to quickly show you that I placed down some leaves and the carpet and the melons again. Also lit up the path in a few areas there where I put the leaves, so let's quickly go over here, smash into some trees, get up here, and as you can see I put some carpet and sea lanterns below that at some points, and now it's not as dark anymore, which is really nice. The leaves still don't look too great. I think I gotta mix some oak in between them and also put some more vertical elements into them, since currently they aren't looking too great. But I got a vision for today. I recently saw the painting, I got it on my second screen, Charing Cross Bridge. I totally butchered that. Charing Cross Bridge. Yes, that's the painting's name. I don't know how it is with copyright and paintings, so I'm not going to put it up, but I'm going to link it in the description if you want to look at it, or just you can quickly Google it. It's a painting mainly made in primary colors, and that inspired me to build something that inherits that style as well, and we're going to make a sheep farm inside of it. And for all of you who don't know, the primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. And we want to make a lot of concrete from it, especially a lot of red concrete, since our building is going to be mostly red. But that was about all of my gravel, and now I have to go down to the bottom of the ocean, just without the ocean, so it's a little bit easier, and mine some more gravel. And I wanted to talk about something really quickly. I recently rewatched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I really enjoyed it, watched the entire series within a few days, and then felt a little bit of a void. So when you watch a really good show, you kind of feel like there's something missing in your life now that you watched all of it. So I watched The Last Korra as well, and that was a really good show, but I also watched it entirely, so now there's something missing again, and I can see how this is going to end up in an endless spiral of me watching various shows and then falling into a void. So just wanted to quickly say that Avatar is a really good show, even though it's a little bit more childishly animated, maybe, since it's like animated show, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, I would definitely recommend it. And I'm going to gather a little bit more gravel and look for another show to watch now. We got some more gravel, and I got a new show to watch. I decided to go with Rick and Morty. I didn't see season 3 yet, so that's what I'm currently watching a little bit. Probably going to end sooner than I realize. I hope it doesn't end within this day, but yeah, back to Minecraft. Enough talking about what I'm doing, and starting with what I'm doing in Minecraft. I'm building the building. Wow, I'm really repeating myself today. I'm building our structure in the ocean, at least partially, and partially under the ocean as well, and it's going to go in this direction and maybe meet with the shore, but I'm not too sure about it. It's going to be a rather large structure, and probably around here I'll have to convert all of my concrete powder back into concrete, since that hasn't happened yet. And I got quite a bit to convert, which this won't probably be enough. So I believe it's around time that we make a concrete converter, and I thought this might be really suiting since we're literally using concrete powder on it. So let's maybe just have it facing over here, not too far from the path, but maybe a few blocks. Right here, it may be a good spot. We actually need one more dropper. One more item, and that is a dropper. So we're going to have an observer right here, then the dropper will be below that, and we're going to have a sticky piston facing downwards, redstone block below that, and then let's pick that back up. Right here is going to be the water source, and that should already be good enough. Let me get a dropper, and then we'll see how it works. All that I should need to do now would be to drop our concrete powder in here, get one in the offhand, one stack. Let's maybe make it half a stack, since it might not work too well with one full stack, or just around that. And then we'll be able to stand right here and just hold both mouse buttons, and our second hand will be... It's actually draining right now. Maybe we don't actually need this piston here. It's going so fast that we might actually want a normal block. I also brought my redstone box now, and place a redstone dust right here. and that might be a little bit better. Then it should dispense a little bit more often. Yeah, there we go. Now we maintain a constant amount, and we're getting our normal concrete right here. Decided to give the concrete maker a little bit of a facelift. Now it looks like this building, but unlike this building, it's actually somewhat complete. I kind of didn't want to do the backside, so I just built the mountain because I'm very lazy, and it's looking decent now. It's still usable. That's what I made sure of. Looking okay. It's not amazing, but it was enough to convert all of our concrete powder into normal concrete, and I believe I stuffed it in my ender chest, so going up here was not necessary at all. We might need some more red concrete, since we're going to start building the entire thing now. Originally, you were supposed to see a time-lapse right now, but some things got in the way, so there's no time-lapse, but the building is done. And it's looking a little bit weird, probably. It's looking very weird if you don't know what I'm doing. And even I, who does know what he's doing, is thinking this might be a little bit weird and out of place. But let's just go about our normal business and see if we even notice it. Yeah, kind of notice it. It's really barely noticeable. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm doing over here. Yeah, it's definitely there, and we're not only going to have one of these, we're going to have another one, which is going to be around over here, and these pipe holes that we have right there are going to house blue pipes, and there will be sheep farms inside of those blue pipes, and we'll have some kind of elevator going through here, going to light this up as well, and then we can build a sheep farm already in here. Quick update on my midlife crisis. Remember when I said in the beginning that I was watching Rick and Morty now and that I got over Avatar? Well, Rick and Morty has really short seasons with only 10 episodes, so I already watched through that in around half a day. So I'm currently rewatching Legend of Korra after I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, since I thought maybe I can gather some sort of new perspective. And it's literally 4 seasons, so I should probably have quite some time with this show again. So I already watched it once, and that was only a few days ago, but maybe I can pick up some new things now that I watched the entire thing and rewatched New Airbender, Last Airbender. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking now. It's probably really annoying with this dropper, and going to get more of the concrete stuff. Concrete powder converted into the concrete. Well, I kind of feel like an idiot right now because we have a poppy farm right here for our red dye, and I've been wasting a lot of bone meal growing it from our too tall flower farm. Can I please take off? Thank you. And I built quite a bit. It will come into render distance in a second, I hope, before I crash into it. There we go. Okay, now we were a little bit too close to even see it. Yes, this is what it's looking like. Let's maybe land on the tree over here so you can have a static image. That is what I'm talking about. It looks extremely weird, very, very weird, but here's the rundown. We're going to get into here somehow, going to have to light it up a little bit. As you can see, there are a lot of monsters since this is in the ocean biome, and in this tube we're going to have the sheep farm itself. And we're going to have 3 different sheep farms, one above that and one over there. And in these sheep farms, we're going to dye the sheeps ourselves. We're not going to have all the colors in one sheep farm because that's very inefficient. We have 3 layers for which we can choose to dye separately. So let's say I want some blue and some red wool, and I only want blue and red, so I can go down to this layer and dye them blue. Second layer, dye them red. Third layer, dye them blue. And basically, just decide how much I want of which and even have different colors. The farm design is made by myself, so you can expect there's no real magic going on. There are these magic sheep farms where sheep walk around in a circle, and it's really cool and amazing, but it would be kind of boring since those have existed for such a long time, and I don't think there's been much innovation in sheep farms. So here's mine. We're going to have sheeps right here, this grass there and here, and I'm going to walk along right like this with a shear. Potentially we could have a minecart rolling around on this space, and then we could have it fully automatic, And below, I also made sure that we have some space for tracks if we want to have a minecart running below it, picking up the wool that we don't pick up when walking by. So we could send it off once on one side, like press a button and have it collect all of the wool, and then come back and store all of the wool that I haven't picked up. That's at least the basic idea. It looks like this. The design really isn't too important. I thought I would bring in some white. I didn't want to bring in another color, and since white isn't really a color, just like black isn't, I don't know what they are considered as, but they aren't colors, I thought that would fit pretty well, and I also like it pretty much, so it isn't too noticeable, and I think it really fits in with the style. Added in the remaining 2 dupes, as you can see right here. They aren't fully loaded, as well as the sheep farms inside of them, which took quite some time. Like, that's hours of work, even if it doesn't look like it. The original pipes that are in red actually haven't taken as long, since they were easier to build. It's harder to build vertical when you have something above your head, like the pipe up there, which was really difficult. And then the pipes are also, like the blue ones, also very tall, so reaching in the upper areas to, for example, place these stairs that I have right here is also extremely difficult, especially because I can't stand anywhere else but the glass blocks that are in white there. So they're done now. You didn't have to bother about it. So now we just have to bring in some sheeps right around here, breed them, because we can only bring in adult sheeps, otherwise they will escape from the sheep farm, and therefore we kinda need to go to all the way over here, go to the mainland, look for some sheep, and get them over there. We have some sheeps relatively near the island, and there was one right here. And I know this is possible, what I'm about to try. I just hope it works out. Did I get him? No. Okay, that might take some practice, because I kinda want to try it. But I don't know how I can make him go with me. Maybe if I just go really slow. Oh, that worked for a second. Okay, so I might have to go really slow, and I might be able to pull it off. That was too fast. That was way too fast. Okay, I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, then I'm just going to lead them over there with some leads and probably some wheat. I'm not doing great, but I think this is working at least a little bit. I keep on pulling him at least a few blocks. Please, come on, hang on, hang on. Okay. I might have to change strategies here, since this isn't working too well. Maybe now? Nope. Okay. I won't pull him over the entire ocean, I hope. Or maybe I will. Okay, now it's not working. I can actually go underwater with my rockets and use them there, but I just ran out, so I just have one so I can demonstrate it. And if I go like this... Okay, now I went on top of it. But if I stay underwater, it actually works. I can pull him along like that, and we're actually pretty close already. I'm kinda done bringing sheep over. We got the necessary amount. That is 2. And I already bred a baby, so we got 3. But that's not quite enough to fill up all of the 3 pipes that we have, which have quite a few spots for sheep. Quite a few. So we gotta put that project on hold, because I gotta breed up the herd, and until that hasn't happened, we can't really sheep farm anyways. So we're going to tend to something else, which would be the main base. We did a lot with the main biome and the biome surrounding it, here the jungle, so now the base is the next thing I want to attend to. Mainly these little stilty towers for our farms, because they look a little bit weird. The base isn't as thick, and therefore it makes sense that it's supported by pillars. And I really like the concept of pillars, but with this, it's just so bulky and such a big building that I don't think pillars are the way to go. So I'm going to tear down all of the decorations and get rid of the pillars and just bring the building down all the way. 100 times better already. Yes, totally. No, it's looking terrible right now. I have to fix up a little bit of the mountain back here. As you can probably see, the building is half floating, half standing on the mountain. So we have to expand the cave. Oh, please get me up here. Have to expand this cave until over here, so this building stands on solid ground and no longer on stilts. And then we have to decorate it a little bit, because currently I only have these pillars in, and they don't look so great, so I have to figure out something how to make this look a little bit better, and maybe even head out the windows and change them out for something else. And most importantly, what I struggled with most was the roof, which I don't quite know what I'm going to do with. Figured something out right here, but maybe we should get rid of the window. It kinda doesn't fit in anymore, at least not too well, so we gotta get rid of that. I have an idea for the roof, but for now, I think that's looking a lot better than all of the detail we had before. It's a little bit bigger, I think. At least it's going to be a little bit bigger with the roof as well. And the window is going to be hid out, so we won't have any view inside it, but that might be looking even cooler than before. It surely does. Currently it's a little bit bland though, like these sides don't have too much going. I had some designs for them, but they felt like they were too much. From this angle it might be not enough though. When we get the roof on top of there, I think it will all balance out. And if we quickly go on top of there, the roof hasn't even been started, but I did all sides. This side had to be a little bit different since I had to have the levers right here, since below I actually used redstone blocks behind the lamps, and right here we have a hopper chain, so I couldn't really do that. But since it's to the side of my building, I won't be able to see it anyway. It was mainly for the lighting. And from all angles, it now looks like this. It's unified, I hope. Pretty much. I still need some trapdoors below there, and they're missing on some other sides as well, like over here. But I believe they're on the main side. They are. On this side, they are there. Yeah. Next up is just the roof, and when I've done that, I'm probably going to be out of bone meal since I'm going to do it with hay bales again. Established a rough structure for the roof, and as you can see, it's going to be a rounded roof again, a spherical one. It's not that high of a sphere. It's unlike this sphere over there, which is pretty high. It's a little bit of a lower sphere because it didn't look very good if it was too tall, and in between the holes where currently air is, we're going to have hay bales. I'm just not too sure how I'm going to get that many hay bales. And it's still a little bit bland, but when we look from down here, I think it's going to be okay, especially when the roof is in, we have another color, and if we want or need to, we can still add in some detail in the sides right here, or maybe there. Well, I'm pretty much out of bones, but the roof is in now. It's not looking too impressive from down here, but the reason why I'm out of bones could also be found in the dirt biome, so I just realized where all of my bones went. And a lot of them. Really a lot of them must have went into this roof over here, since that's even more hay bales than this one. And if we fly by, I'm not too satisfied with the top part. Like, this part isn't looking too great, but all in all, I would say it's pretty good. Let's maybe just get rid of this part. I thought it would be a good idea, but yeah, let's change that out and take off again. The other side we can use as a comparison, so that was it before. And maybe let's get both of them on the screen. Yeah, I think that's definitely better. It always almost looks a little bit thinner, even though it really isn't. Really like this better though. It looks more like a corn tower, or not a corn tower. Is it a wheat tower? What do you store in these towers? It might actually be a corn tower, but it looks really good. That's for sure. I don't think we actually need more details since it's so big, and oh my goodness, I'm caught down here. So I might do the other one. Firstly, though, I definitely have to get some more bones. Scraped together a few more bones, but I didn't actually use them for hay bales, but rather for terrain decoration. As you can see right here, or maybe you won't even be able to tell if I don't fly up, I actually extended the mountain a little bit, and this is probably one of the biggest bone structures. It's not looking too great now, I don't think. Let's maybe land somewhere. Can we actually see it from here? It might be a little bit too thick in some parts, so I have to figure that out, but at least we got the building standing on solid ground, or at least somewhat solid ground. We still need to terraform the beneath area in this cave since, yeah, it's really not looking too great yet. This side, though, is looking really good in the cave, and then we get into the new territory, which is looking really terrible. And we have to get some end rods in here. In the biome in general, we're missing some end rods. I'm not too sure how to include them, but this would probably be the perfect biome to use them. I just don't quite know where, so still have to figure that one out, but I think we're pretty much out of time now. and therefore I think we also did a lot. We definitely did a lot. We built this entire thing, made the biome rather complete. It's still missing some stuff like the other one, the other building right here, and the main building is going to be changed as well. We also did this thing, which in retrospect I might have done a little bit too quickly, as it only took up around 8 minutes of the episode. So yeah, I should have really done a time lapse at least, or a few more progress updates, since we did that rather quickly. And here's a good look of it. That's it for the episode. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time.